Welcome back, welcome back. We want to thank y'all for coming back with us on Real Tough Talk. In this game, we want to talk about is IOD versus UTF. Before we talk about the game, let's get on what IOD did last season. IOD comes back as champions. You know, they beat them getters. This team has grinded out since they joined the league, went to 3 straight Final Fours, lost in the second round, and finally they put everything together. They went out, got Swiss, got Akon, picked up Buck, signed Lou, former, or AKA the Admiral, former UFL MVP, and they put it all together, and they were able to put a championship team together in order to actually go out and win the championship.
Something that they've been doing, like you said, since the second year of the UFL.
They've been trying to
came
do.
in,
Right.
They've been getting close, and they've always fell short. And last season, to me, was their last draw. The season prior, when they lost to when they lost to 99 in the second round, that was it for them. They had to get some pieces to pull in. They pulled in Swiss. They pulled in Akon. They had Buck. They pulled in Lou, a couple of other guys to put the pieces together, and they finally accomplished what they came out to do, which is win a championship.
And this is a big game for UTF because UTF joined the UFL League because they wanted to play teams like this. They wanted to show that they were capable of keeping up with teams like this, and this is their opportunity. They get a shot at playing against this high-power IOD team, and Hood gets a chance, Hood playing receiver, gets a chance to play against a team that he lost to in the Final Four. But he also knows a little bit about the team because he played them in the Final Four. So with all those pieces together, you figure they'll come together and try to figure out a way to make a statement with a win after coming off of a win last week.
And right before we get into the game, we're gonna show you the little the picture ceremony that we have for IOD. Every team that wins a championship and then the next season is similar to like a ring ceremony that the professionals get. We make a picture for the championship team, a collage of players and the whole team together that represents their championship. And this is IOD's right here. Every year we do it for the next champion. Even if you repeat, we have to keep doing new pictures. But this is congratulations to them.
But guys, listen up. IOD won the championship last year, and congratulations to them. And every year, the winner of the championship team gets a plaque, so a poster, and we get some items. So, guys, IOD, this is for you guys. Congratulations.
Yeah. Hey, where am I? Oh, see, I'm right there.
Yo, you
Thanks.
all y'all come together? I thought they had that. Put on together, guys? Come here, Chad. Lou ain't doing that either. Lou wasn't doing that. All right, thanks for listening.
And one question before we start. Do you think this is more motivation, the first game, for the guys that won the championship? Or is it more motivation for the team they're playing in order to try to dethrone them in the regular season, though, beating the defending champs?
I think it's fair to say that it's both, because you see IOD, this is new fuel to let them feel like, listen, what we did was real and we're gonna do it again. This is us defending the title now. Now it's real. This is ours. We have to defend it. The other team now, it's our turn. They want that now. They see what they get. They want it. It's their turn. And I'm sure that that's motivation for them.
And UTF has a chance to play IOD right now in the first game of the season for IOD undermanned. No Swiss, no Akon, because they have a chip in City Island, so you understand why they didn't play. And this is UTF time to really take a win, sneak out a win from this team while they're undermanned. So we're going to have to see how it goes. We're going to start out with UTF getting the ball. Third down on 4 rush. Ramsey throws the G on the sideline, tipped by Adi, caught by G for a nice catch, picking up the first down. I like G. He's a good blocker and able to go out and play receiver and make some catches. Big catch by him. Second down, Ramsey with block from G, throws a prodigy in the middle. That's going to be dropped. Third down, Ramsey gets blitzed by Lou, who's blocked by G. Throws a peek on the sideline. That's going to be dropped. UTF has to punt. That's 2 big drops. You can't play defending champs, have an opportunity on your first drive to score points and drop 2 big passes. That's huge. You're gonna have to punt.
And the thing about this is they didn't do this the last game when they played Rep City. So you come and play a short IOD team and now you start to make mistakes. This is something that you can't afford, because this is supposed to be a game that you edge away from this IOD team knowing that they're short and you're not taking advantage right away.
Adi gets to throw off to Lou, cutting in the middle for a decent game. After a short pass on first down, Adi throws a slash in the gap for another decent game. Third down, Adi's blitzed by Lionel, who's blocked by Johnny. Throws a slasher, open in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Slasher gets behind Pig. Pig never backs up, and Slasher makes him pay for it.
And I don't think Pig even saw him run by him on this play here. So by the time they realize that there's a receiver behind them, it's too late. So the defense, the safeties, they got to communicate because it's their job to see this happening. They don't, and Pig is caught blind on that play there.
Slasher gets the 2-point conversion, 8-zip. UTF gets the ball. Third down, Ramsey on 4 rush, throws the beat, the opener and sideline. Nice game, picking up the first down. If you look here, Chad is playing too deep. Chad, a big pickup for IOD. Brought him over to this team. Definitely good pickup, especially defensively, but he plays too far down the field. Vito makes him pay. I like Vito as a tight end. He's a good guy, can make some catches, make good play there. Ramsey on 4 rush, runs in the gap for a nice game, getting him to the 10-yard line. After a short pass, 4th and goal, Ramsey with Lou rushing in, finds Hood in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Lou rushes in to help the giver, which leaves Hood open. UTF strikes right back, 8-6.
And at the end of the day, it's the giver's job to find a way to get in on that play. Because if you lose any other defenders on plays like that, Ramsey and other quarterbacks like him are going to see it, and Hood is left open on that play. Touchdown for UTF.
Second down, Adi, who's blitzed and sacked by AK. This is what Ak got to do. Ak is not a big coverage guy. You know, I killed him before. He has ability dropped in the coverage, but he's known for pressuring the quarterback. That is a big sack by him. Third down, Adi throws a slash in the middle for a decent game, getting him to the 40-yard line. Last down, Adi throws it deep to Lou, one-on-one. Trey, the pass is short. Trey with a one-handed interception, giving UTF back the ball. Definitely got to be a top play nominee. Trey is playing great football this season. That's another pick to add, his 3rd of the season.
And the thing about this right here is, on both sides, if you look at this play, it's 4th down, yes, but Lou is open downfield. It's one-on-one. He has a step. Adi just threw it too short on this play. So I'm not mad at the throw, just the execution. But then you see Trey here putting a little fancy play on this play right here, going up with one hand. I don't even know if he tried to on that one. It's just a reaction there, and he's able to come down with one hand. Great play by Trey.
Ramsey with Pito cutting in the middle for a nice game, getting to the 47-yard line. Third down, Ramsey throws deep to Dave on the sideline. Dave misses it, but gets flagged for offensive pass interference. UCF can't score before half, taking us into the halftime, 8-6 IOD.
And UTF, this is not the way you want to come out in this game. They're able to recover and score a touchdown later on, but they had opportunities to score earlier, and they didn't. They were dropping passes. But you got to come out and play hard and play consistent against this IOD team that's short. Otherwise, you're going to give this game away.
If I'm IOD, we going into half up by 2. We're missing at least 60% of our roster right now. So we're good. You know, Adi can't take those chances. You know, he's not a guy that throws a lot of interceptions. So I don't like that matchup. I think Lou had a step, but it wasn't worth the throw because Trey's a pretty good free safety. You know what I mean? And he gets his hand in there. Unless Lou has a big step, you can't take those shots. We got lucky defensively when UTF dropped the ball, but those are open plays. We can't allow them to get open like that because on their second drive, they scored. So we got to make sure we capitalize on our offense and not make mistakes defensively. We're going to jump into the second half with IOD getting the ball. Adi, as Milo's blocked by Johnny, is still sacked by Ak. Ak with his second sack of the day, but that's why they got Milo. Milo is a guy, he's a former defensive player of the year. We haven't seen him play on that level in a while, but maybe this is the opportunity. They need him to get back because this team doesn't have Smoke. Smoke is win, never scared. So they need him to impact that position, and he does here. Big pressure. Ak with the sack. Like I said, if I can keep up his sack numbers, that'll definitely help UTS pass rush. Big sack. Third down, Adi with blocking from Johnny. Throws the loop, cutting in the middle for a decent game, picking up the first down. UTF is struggling in the secondary as far as not communicating. Lou was able to do everything he wants. He's looking like the Lou that played with Riot Squad. Moving around, that's a big catch by Lou there. Second down, Adi throws deep to Lou, cutting in the front of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Pig is going to collide with Slasher. Believes he was picked. What do you think of the play?
It's hard for me to say that Slasher picked him purposely, because if you look here, Slasher's on route here. He just so happens that Pig sees Lou cutting, and then right when Slasher's already on his route, they collide. The thing about it is, I don't even put this on Pig. Even if he would have got out on this route, I do not believe that he would have got there in time to stop this pass. But one player that you got to look at on this play is Trey. Trey is in position to pick up Lou here.
Right.
He already did it in a previous play in the game, but this play, he doesn't even see him. You're the safety. You do not see Lou on this play. He goes to to react to Slasher, and he sees the contact with Pig.
So he got to know to go pick up Lou, and he doesn't.
And he doesn't react. So that's bad if you're the safety, because you're not doing your job, and because of that, Lou is left open for the touchdown.
14-6, IOD takes the lead. Ramsey with blocking from G, runs for a decent game, picking up the first down. Second down, Ramsey throws the G open on the sideline for a nice game, getting to the 3-yard line. Adi's on the corner and doesn't go to G and doesn't see G go by him. Adi's not a defensive player. I love the fact that Ramsey attacked him. Adi cannot guard G. G makes him pay. Good play by Ramsey, seeing the mismatch and going to G there. Third and goal, Ramsey finds speed on the front of the end zone for the touchdown. 14-12, UTF jumps right back into the game.
And this is sloppy defense on IOD side, and the thing about it is them being short, Ramsey takes advantage of their mistakes, and he's able to finally score. Now it's the UTF that's capitalizing on a lot of their good defensive plays.
Second down, Adi on 4 rush, just gets past Marlowe and runs in the middle. AK with contact on Adi for the short gain in the first down. I like this by Ak. This is the quarterback. You have an opportunity to take a shot, you take your shot. Good hit there by Ak.
And the thing about this play, Marlowe kind of argued that he got the sack on this play, but if you look and slow down this play, he only got one hand on Adi. Adi just escapes. But that is enough pressure to keep Adi from getting anything else, and that's what gives Ak the opportunity to come in and make the hit right here. Good defense overall.
Second down, Adi throws to JoJo, opening the gap for a decent game. Third down, Adi is blitzed by Ak. Throws to Luke, passes low, incomplete, IOD after punt. That is a great play by Ak, bringing the pressure. He's looking like Ak of old. Adi's a bad man. But on that drive, on that throw, he looked bad, and that's based on the pressure. Good play by Ak, IOD has to punt.
Listen, Johnny can't block everybody, so at the end of the day, when you send Ak as help, when he rushes in quickly, Adi can't react in time, and that's what leads to incomplete passes and ultimately turnover.
14-12. IOD's up, but UTF has the ball. Ramsey, who's blitzed by Henry, rolls right, throws the feet on the gap, tipped by Chad, picked off by Slasher, giving it right back to IOD. And this is the thing. This is my beef with Ramsey. First of all, it's first down. You can't make this mistake when your defense just got you the ball. You're chasing 2, and Ramsey makes a bad mistake here, allowing Chad. Look, everybody's cluttered here. Bad throw. You're gonna run the ball, run it. Just take a run. He makes a mistake here, attempts to do something that he shouldn't do, and he's gonna get picked off. This is why IOD went out and got Chad. I think he's a better defensive player than he's an offensive player, because when this guy has a chip on his shoulder, he's dangerous defensively. He makes a great play to get his hand in and calls an interception. Third down, after a few short plays, Adi throws to Luke cutting in the middle of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Kenny reacts too late, and Lou is able to get there, and the bad man, Adi, finds him 20-12.
And you make mistakes like this, and Adi's going to make you pay for
Correct.
it. That's why he's a championship quarterback in this league. And that right there shows that Lou is a person that you cannot sleep on. A lot of people felt like he didn't deserve the MVP a few years back, but he's shown, at least on offense, that he is a dangerous weapon if you don't keep your eye on him.
Ramsey gets the ball. Remember, they're chasing 8, 20-12. Ramsey on second down throws the Pito on the sideline, picked off by Chad. End of the game, ILD comes away with the win, 20-12. If you look here, tone was over. And Ramsey, trying to make something out of nothing, throws an interception to end the game.
And the funny thing is, he threw it to the same exact player that he threw it to the last time he threw an interception. He tries to force a pass to Pito. If you look here, Chad sees it right away. From this far away, he sees it. And the funny thing is, you see Lou, he sees it too. They both react. Chad gets there first with the nice interception to end the game. This is something that you don't do if you're Ramsey. But you know what's funny? Ramsey's known to take risks anyway. So this is something that you can't necessarily be shocked of. He takes a risk here, he gambles wrong, and it ends the game with an interception.
First, I'm gonna jump on both teams real quick. One, ILD sneaks away with a win, shorthanded. Ali made some mistakes, you know, looked a little rusty. You know, he threw big interception. And Ak brought the pressure today. Ak definitely brought a lot of defensive pressure. Definitely gonna give him props for that. ILD's they have some chinks in the armor. You know, they got to get their blocking together. They got to get guys open better. Lou looked like Lou of old when he won the MVP. You know, he showed the ability to be able to, when his number's called, ready to come in and make plays. He definitely, Lou the Ab, who made some plays today. So you got to put your ass off to him. But this game, first of all, Ramsey's first game, he threw 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. This game, he threw 2 touchdowns, but threw 2 picks. That's Ramsey. He's going to turn the ball over. And UCF has to know that this is your quarterback. You cannot make this leopard change his spots. This is what he is. You know what I mean? He's going to make mistakes. Those are 2 bad throws he made. 2 bad throws. I'll give him the first one because, you know, Chad jumped in, got a hand in to get it picked off by his hand picked it, got slash and interception. But the second one was if you look at Tone, it's wide open, and it's second down. That's my issue with Ramsey. He threw the first pick on first down and the second pick on second down. You cannot give away games like that. You cannot hurt your team like that. This is a defending champions, and you got to learn to respect them. If not, this is a game that they could have won that they gave away.
And listen, IOD, what can you say? They did what they had to, and they scraped away a win.
They had the ball 5 times and scored 3 of them.
So Adi pretty much did his job. He had one hiccup with that interception. I think they turned over the ball once, so they had to punt. But other than that, you did what you had to do. You had a lack of weapons in this game besides Lou. Fortunately for them, Lou was able to perform and come through for them in this game. And you had good protection throughout most of the game by Johnny. That's going to have to be the norm for the rest of the season because Adi needs protection, especially when they come in with the 2-guy blitz there or extra guys rushing in. Ak was able to put some extra pressure on. You need some more help in the pocket. But other than that, you can't complain because, again, a win is a win. They'll take it.
And this is the crazy thing going on right now. First of all, UCF dropped a few passes. You got to catch the football. So defensively, when you have opportunities, you got to catch the ball. But Hood, who leads the team in touchdowns right now, is going to drop something. He drops UTF. We got the call that Hood leaves UTF to go play with Team X. Akon is staying with ILD. He's not going to throw for UTF. He's not going to throw from Team X. So Doughboy immediately goes and gets another quarterback in Hood. What do you think of the move? First of all, what do you think of Akon staying with ILD rather than take his opportunity quarterbacking with Team X?
The whole thing about Akon staying with ILD, that has Swiss written all over it. There's no doubt in my mind that Swiss didn't have a conversation with Akon and found a way to keep convincing him to stay with this team. Akon wanted to throw for Team X. He already won a championship in EHS. So
City Island also.
And City Island. So this man was on fire. He wanted to keep on, staying at the helm of quarterback, and Team X was a team that he felt he could do it with.
And listen to the move really quick. He won a championship quarterback in EHS. He won a championship quarterback in City Island. He could have won a championship quarterback for Team X.
Yes.
And the U just joined BQFL, where I'm pretty sure he's going to be the starting quarterback. Can you imagine that? And then the legacy he would take to be able to win 2 championships with the U, but go to Team X and at least take them to a championship.
Yeah.
But now we'll never get to see it because it's going back to ILD, which I understand. They want to defend the title, but definitely, a part of him, because he never would have told Doughboy he was going to throw if he really didn't want to throw.
Yes.
So that's a brotherhood, and I understand what Swiss is doing. You got to protect your investment.
Yes.
So Akon is the quarterback of the U. The U is not here. So I understand how Swiss look at it. I'm not going to put the guy who I have so much pride and so much backed on to throw for another team, and then something happens. Swiss rather be on his watch and rather him play with Akon for he can protect his brother and his investment. Now, on the other side, with Hood leaving UCF to go to Team X, Hood had, I think, 3 touchdowns this season.
I believe.
Or
yeah,
2.
2 touchdowns.
Let's say 2.
An extra point.
Yeah. Hood is a quarterback. Hood took Rep City to the Final Four. You don't think he want an opportunity to go to Team X and take that team to the Final Four chip and make it show that it was him, similar to what we saw Reggie do when he left the Browns to throw for them getters and take them to a chip? Hood is a quarterback, and quarterbacks want to throw.
Yeah.
So when he get an opportunity to throw for a good team, he's going to take a shot.
And the thing about this is, with the squad that Team X is putting together, what quarterback wouldn't want to
Akon?
Yes. So my thing is this. If you have an opportunity to start as quarterback for another team or play as a receiver for this team that you join, that's, I don't know. A quarterback is going to want to play quarterback. So again, Mike Santos may not like that decision by Hood.
I heard inside rumors, that, Mike wasn't, he loves Hood. And, Mike is not going to keep nobody that wants to be kept. Now, we got to talk to him to make sure. But I know Ramsey's his quarterback. So Hood was not going to start on this team. So I understand, Mike probably, I'm pretty sure he didn't like the move. But he understands it. And I don't see Mike kicking a can and griping, taking his ball and leaving because he has a good quarterback here. And Ramsey's better than Hood. I'm sorry. He's a better quarterback than Hood, numbers-wise.
Yeah.
Hood has been to the Final Four. But Ramsey been to the Final Four, too. So we're going to have to see who gets over the hump. But at the end of the day, a quarterback wants to throw. And the only reason, that he would leave a brotherhood like UCF is because an opportunity to take this team to the chip and do what he do.
But then you got to look at it this way. Hood is now he may be earning a label from certain players as a guy who jumped ship.
Yes, because
he already left Rep
City
to go to UTF, and now in the middle of the season, after 2 games, he leaves and goes to Team X. So now he's going to be labeled as a ship jumper.
Not if he wins the chip.
That's if he wins the chip. My thing is this. So now you put more pressure on yourself to play with Team X. Now, if you do not win, it's all a bust from here.
Lou did it, and Lou won. So we got to see what happens, man. But we're going to wrap this one up. IOD with the win over UTF, 20-12. We're going to be right back. Real Tough Talk. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I'm excited. Love doing this show. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fun. Stressed out because, sometimes it's tiring all hours that we do. But it's a lot of fun, man. Especially this game. We're going to talk about the Carver Mob versus Harbor Humans. And right now we're going to celebrate this quarterback. He's the UFL leader in touchdown passes, Chuck. He has 101 touchdown passes. Unfortunately, we didn't celebrate when he hit his 100 mark. But we want to show this man props. And obviously, if he throws a touchdown this game, we'll give him the same love as we would have when he hit 100. But what do you think about that? 101 touchdown passes in 5 seasons.
Listen, Chuck already has the label as the best all-time quarterback in TFL.
Right.
He already has that label. So to have this number here, for most other quarterbacks, that will be shocking. But for Chuck, that is not shocking at all. I'm not shocked that this number exists because he comes in and he plays his game. He's consistent throughout the years, regardless of what criticisms some may have, as the years went along. But he's been mostly consistent throughout, scoring points for his team, regardless of whatever team is lined up with him. He's able to find ways to score.
Correct.
Not because he has the best arm in the world, not because he's the most mobile quarterback in the world, not because he is the best talent on the field, but because he has that solid quarterback mind that's not too many quarterbacks can compare to. And because of that, regardless of who he plays on, what field he plays on, and what type of conditions he plays in, he's able to make numbers regardless. So that's why he's able to make this number, and it's not shocking to me at all.
The guy has 101 touchdown passes. The guy has the most touchdown passes in 1 year with 25. What can you say? 23, 25, 19, 18, 16. The guy throws, man. You got to give the guys props and what he was able to do in a 5-year span. Now, his numbers have decreased the last 2 years, but at the end of the day, you got to give this man his props, because to come to the church league and be able to throw over 100 touchdown passes in 5 years in this is a defensive league, you got to give the man his props, and you got to call him the GOAT. Will he be able to hold on to the GOAT title of UFL? I don't know. But as of now, as far as all time, he's a Michael Jordan, Joe Montana, Tom Brady of the UFL as far as the numbers with 101 touchdown passes.
And the thing about it is, as you saw his numbers decline, you also saw a couple of core guys from Carver Mob, leave the team out of retirement, anything like that. As the years went by, they lost a lot of their core guys, moving forward. So it does affect, Chuck as a whole, because these are his guys. This is who he used to playing regardless of where he goes. So you see a difference in their consistency and play style, but Chuck was relatively consistent throughout anyway, because even though his numbers decline, he's still competing on the tops of the league with a lot of other quarterbacks here, and that's saying something.
And on the other side, you got horrible humans. I like this team. They lost their first game. I think it was 27-22.
Yeah.
But Chris puts up points. They have a good offense. Their defense is pathetic. I'm not going to lie. I know the season just started, but you gave up 27 points. Now, you gave 27 points up against Never Scared, who was the second highest scoring offense, only behind them Gettys last year. But at the end of the day, you can't give up that many points. I like the offensive firepower they got with Psycho and Chris, who I like to call C2.
Yeah.
But their offense has to find a way to be able to carry the defense even more, because I don't see the defense going to get any better.
Harbor Humans have an opportunity to sneak away with a win.
Yep.
Carver Short, they're debuting some Monsters Inc. guys, but I don't think that's enough to for Harbor Humans to lose this game. They need to take advantage of this and score fast and furious and get ahead early.
We're going to start with Carver getting the ball. Second down, Chuck is blitzed and sacked by Sean. Great play by Sean, getting in there, making a big sack. Third down, Chuck throws a side wide open in the gap. Nice gain, getting him right to the 48-yard line. Fourth down, Chuck with blocking runs to the 50-yard line. Pitches it back to Ricky. The ball falls behind the 50-yard line. Turnover on down, giving Harbor Humans the ball, and what is going on with Carver?
I think they had a brain fart on that play right there. I don't think that they were in sync. I don't know why Chuck even decided to pitch it backwards.
Yep.
Listen, you already got the first down. You're not a team that's known to do trick plays or whatever. Maybe you're playing down to your competition thinking that you're going to take advantage, but this is not the opportunity to do that here. Ricky misses the pitch because it was not accurately pitched back to him, and because of that, it falls right behind the line. That's unfortunate turnover for Carver.
Chris gets the ball for Harbor Humans. Chris throws deep to Chris, open on the sideline for a big gain, getting to the 3-yard line. And I love the C1, C2, CNC connection. Nobody communicating on Chris' route, gets downfield. And Chris 2, because Chris is Chris 1 and C2. Chris 2, this guy is one of the most dangerous deep threats in UFL. Now, because he has blazing speed, the guy's an excellent route runner, and he knows when to turn up. And quarterback Chris knows when to find him. Definitely great play by him going downfield.
And the thing about it is he finds ways to design his routes that nobody sees it coming. By the time they notice that he's on the field, he's open for a pass right there. And that's how he's able to make a big play there.
On 3rd and goal, Chris finds James in front of the end zone for the touchdown. They get stopped on the extra point by Sal's interception, but it's 6-0 Harbor Humans.
And they take advantage early. This is exactly what they need to do. Take advantage of Carver being short, strike fast, strike right away, and have Carver catching up early in the game. 3rd
down after a few short passes, Chuck throws to Pete in the gap, who dodges the tag, runs for a nice gain, picking up the 1st down. And these guys, Carver, just unleashing all these new guys. Pete was not definitely here with them last year. He's here with them this year, making guys miss, gets a big gain. Great play by him there. Chuck throws deep to Sal, open in the front of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Jesse never goes with them, leaving them open. Pete gets the extra point, 7-6. Chuck has thrown his 102 touchdown pass of the season.
And the crazy thing about this is he makes it look easy with one good pass to keep the drive going, and then he finds Sal downfield. Sal is a lights-out receiver. I haven't seen anybody able to hold him in the last 2 seasons.
Yep.
He's showing again that he is a receiver that's hard to guard with yet another touchdown here.
Chris gets the ball back. He throws a pass to Sean on the sideline for a decent game, picking up the first down. Second down, Chris throws deep to Tony Two-Tone, cutting to the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Sal doesn't react as he passes. 12-7, Harvey Humans takes the lead right back.
And I think the worst thing about this play is the fact that you're a defender that got scored on by a guy named Tony Two-Tone.
Yes.
So that's a long name. It's an annoying name to
Call him
hear.
Triple T.
Triple T is fine, you know, with your silly names, but still, I'm gonna say the name he wants to be called Tony Two-Tone. You don't want this man scoring on you. He was talking smack right after he scored. They don't see him coming on this route. That's a great way for Chris to see him downfield.
Second down, Chuck throws to Ricky in the gap, who runs for a nice game. After getting the first down, Chuck throws to Sal, cutting in the gap for a nice game. Sal is destroying his defense. You're already playing a defense that's not a very good defense, and then you add Sal to that attack. Sal's doing whatever he wants right now. Chuck with 2 passes to Pete in the gap for a decent game. Third and goal, Chuck finds Brian in the middle of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Jesse steps up to help the giver, leaving him wide open. Sal gets the extra point, 14-12. Before you talk, Chris, wide receiver, Mr. C2, gets ejected for cursing. That is huge because now Harvey Humans not only gave up a point, but they give up a guy on the offense. Big mistake by this team.
And the thing about it is, he wasn't the only one upset on this play. These guys are arguing with each other, you know, furious about how they were giving up points. And this is one thing that you noticed Chris was doing from last week. He, you know, lays into his guys. He yells at them sometimes when they make mistakes on defense. But it is what it is. Your team does not have a good defense. And Carver, especially a guy named Chuck, is going to take advantage of that. You just got to find a way to score more than him because your defense is not going to hold them for too long.
Chris with 3 short passes for a short game, picking up the first down. Second down, Chris is blitzed by Ricky. Throws to Stevie on the sideline. Femi with the contact incomplete. Femi's flag for pass interference. What do you think of the play?
I think he was early on this play. A couple of Carver guys knew that this flag was merited because he came early with the contact. He was there. He did the right play, but he was a little too early, and unfortunately, because of that, that was a pass interference.
Last play before half, Chris with blocking from Cat. Throws to Sean. Wide open in end zone. That's going to be dropped. Taking us into the half. 14-12, Carver.
And why does teams that face Carver do this to themselves? They have opportunities to take the lead, sometimes win the game, and they shoot themselves in the foot. This play right here, Sean was wide open. He overruns it even though there's nobody near him. You stop right there and wait for the ball. Chris, of course, is also inaccurate with his pass. Sometimes Chris has a habit of having receivers get too open and throw passes away. He did that last week, and that cost him a touchdown. He does it again this week, and that cost him the lead in the half.
Carver carving up this Harvard Human defense. You need to shoot out with them, but then you lose your best offensive player in Chris. Harvey Humans are in trouble. They said the best experience you get is playing, and they're only going to get better. They was able to score twice, and they dropped the touchdown. So you could say they will have 3 scores on 3 possessions.
Yes.
And Carver, after that bonehead mistake they did in the beginning, they were able to score twice. This is shootout. And you got to know, but the problem with Harvard Humans is you just lost your best offensive player in the game. That definitely has to be shot out. Not a good look. Hopefully they can figure something out in the second half. Chris gets the ball. Remember, if they would have scored, they would have went up and have the ball in the second half. That's why you can't make mistakes against Carver. That's why they are a former 3-time champs. Chris throws to Stevie in the gap for a decent game, picking up the first down. Chris next down, 4 rush, is sacked by Mijo. Mijo's back, trying to get his mojo back. Picked up from last season, already getting the sack, bringing the pressure. Great sack by him there. Second down, Chris is blitzed by Ricky, throws a cap, high, picked off by Femi, giving it back to Carver, and this is all because of Ricky's blitz. Y'all gotta understand, guys, this is what Ricky does. And if you don't have somebody to pick them up, your quarterback is going to make mistakes. Big mistake there.
But fun fact for a lot of guys that play against Carver and Ricky ultimately when he does plays like this, Ricky's not a cornerback. So if he's lined up at cornerback, it's a high chance that he's coming for the blitz. You got to watch out for that. As an offense, you got to look at the line, look at everybody lining up. You see Ricky on the corner, he's coming in for a blitz. High chance of that. He does it. They're not prepared for it. Chris throws it off too quick, inaccurate, and that leads to interception.
Second down, Chuck throws to Tommy in the middle for a decent game. Next play, Chuck throws to Tommy again in the middle, runs for a nice game, picking up the first down. Third and goal, Chuck on 4 rush, fakes the throw, rolls right, finds sound, the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Femi gets the extra point, 21-12, Carver.
And right here, they were on rhythm. They take advantage of the blunder that the Harbor Humans had in the first half. They take the momentum back. They grow the lead by driving down the field. They know that Harbor Humans defense cannot hold them, and they're able to drive down for a touchdown easily.
Next on drive, Chris is blitzed by Dirt, throws to James in the gap, almost picked off by Femi. This guy Femi's a baller. He's making some big plays. He got 1 pass interference call, but he got a pick, and he already got an extra point. This guy's making some plays. Definitely looking, you never know, that rookie of the year. Chris with 3 passes for a decent game, getting them the first down. Then Chris with 2 more passes to cycle and a gap pick for a decent game. After a short pass, 4th and long, Chris on 4 rush, runs to the 1-yard line. Can't get any further, turnover on downs. He should have just thrown it up. That is a big turnover.
I don't know what was going through his mind on that play right there. You have less of a chance of running the ball in than you do just tossing it up. I would take a chance. Yes, you don't have a lot of tall guys on your team, but at the end of the day, anything can happen on a play like that. You needed to score regardless of what, so I would rather take a chance that the play that has a higher chance of working, which is tossing up the ball. He doesn't do that.
Carver gets the ball back, but they run 3 plays just to kill a clock. And they end up punting the ball right now, giving it right back. Last drive for Harbor Humans. Remember, they down 21-12. Second down, Chris throws to Stevie in the gap, who runs for a nice game, picking up the first down, stopping the clock. Chris with 2 short passes, but they're going to run out of time. End of the game, Carver comes with the first win of the season. 21-12, Harbor Humans are now 0-2.
And I think that Harbor Humans gave away this game. They had an opportunity to go ahead in the first half. They missed it. They weren't able to score again. Time ran out on them afterwards, and it was all she wrote after that. Because you lose momentum on a team like Carver Mob, you may never get it back. That's exactly what happened in this game. And unfortunately, they go ahead with another loss that they could have won in this league so far. 2 losses that they could have walked away with as wins. That's unfortunate. Their defense is killing them at this point.
Carver had the ball 5 times. They started the ball with a turnover, and they ended the game in a punt. But the other, in between, they scored, and scored. That's what they do. You know, the first head was a bonehead move. I don't know what they were thinking. But then they took the pedal to the metal. You know, in the 5th possession, they punted because they were just trying to kill a clock. This team finds ways to win.
Always.
With the help of the opposing team making mistakes, as well as what they do. Harbor Humans scored, and dropped the touchdown. You know what they did in the second half? Interception, turnover, and got stopped to end the game. They did not score in the second half. They did not score their last 4 possessions with the ball. They did not score. You cannot beat a team like Carver doing that. No way. Because for your scores you're not getting, they're scoring. Harbor Humans got to get up their defense. In 2 games, they have given up 48 points. That's 24 points a game they're giving up. Average. That's not going to work. That's over 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
Not going to work in the UFL. That's why this team is 0-2. You got to find a way to make stops. That is too many points. You're giving up 48 points in 2 games. Fred put up 27 on you, and Chuck put up 21. Way too many points. They got to find a way to make stops. And if they can't, they got to shoot out. Chris cannot get ejected this game. Once Chris got ejected, everything seemed to change. They loses their deep threat person. and Chris once he got ejected. Carver is one of the best teams of all time in UFL history. Chuck is one of the, if not the best. He's the best quarterback in UFL. As far as numbers go, as far as championships go. You cannot make these mistakes. When he made that mistake in the beginning, you were supposed to bury him every single time. But no, they gave up 3 scores after that. And this Carver defense, with Ricky looking 100%, is going to bring trouble. And that guy, Femi, he's a baller. And I still say that was told that they didn't even bring their main guy yet. Mm-hmm. Teams are in trouble if they look like this. I don't know how the Tommy situation is going to work. But if there's anybody that can handle that whole process, it's Carver Mob.
But at the end of the day, regardless of Harbor Humans going 0 for 2, there's hope for this team.
Yes, I agree with you.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you.
So don't sleep on this team because, again, a lot of the 2 of the games that they lost, they had in their hand.
I agree with you. Because the first game they lost was the number 2 scoring offense in the league. Never scared. That was their first loss. Mm-hmm. Their second versus the 3-time champ, Carver Mob. So you can't kill this team because they're fighting. They're fighting, but they got to find a way to make some stops. Because technically, want to be technical, they didn't really stop Carver. Carver turned over the ball on a bonehead mistake in the first time, and the next time they gave up, they was killing the clock and they punted. So when Carver wanted to score, they scored. So this defense has to come together because 48 points in 2 games, way too much. 24 points a game. We're going to wrap this one up. Carver Mob coming away with the win, 21-12 over Harbor Humans. We'll be right back. All right, people. Thanks for coming back with us. We're going to end this show up with the last game of the day, 99 Problems versus Never Scared. Tell me what you think about these matchups.
First of all, Never Scared came away with a close win, but last week they played Harbor Humans. They were able to outscore them.
Yep.
This team is an offensive juggernaut, regardless of who's on the field. And the funny thing about this is we haven't seen the best out of their best player, Sean, yet.
Right.
You know, they have a lot of guys that they're bringing onto this team. Boyd decided to stay with this team and play it out. They also have Rico, who hasn't had his chance to shine yet on this team. I think that time is coming. So a lot of guys aren't even showing their best on this team, and they were able to score 27 out the gate. So against this 99 team, I think that they're looking to score first and score fast, and it's up to 99 to see if they can keep up. I think that they can, but I think that it's going to be a hard task for them knowing what team they face.
And 99 is missing several of the acquisitions. Ja's not here. Guy they picked up. Tawana get here late. Herbie's not here. But we haven't really seen Herbie since EHS in the beginning of the season. That's another big pickup. Shannon is not here. Mm-hmm. Their main guy. Their all-star. But, I would say their superstar. Because he's a superstar in this league. They got a game in City Island, which they now they won. Mm-hmm. So he wasn't going to play this game. So definitely that's all understandable. But we see Casey getting the start. It looks like Casey, they're going to go with Casey starting at quarterback. I think Casey would have thrown even if Shannon was here. We got to have to see how that works out. But this is the team they're going with. Casey's the guy. How do you think Casey can bounce back after knowing they were possibly looking to replace him with Shannon?
That's going to be a hard, I don't know, because what goes through your mind knowing that the team that you're playing with that you took to a chip 2 years ago didn't have faith in you coming back as quarterback? What do you say? What do you do? How can you stay focused and knowing that, listen, I'm the guy no matter what, knowing that you were technically their second option this season? It's up to Casey to prove this team wrong and to have them apologizing to him for what they did. Because, again, that's a quarterback morale breaker right there. So hopefully Casey's able to keep it together, hold his team together, stay as the leader of this team on offense, and make things happen the way he has the last 2 seasons.
All right, we're going to jump right into the game. After a short pass on first down, Fred with a pass to J.O. on the sideline for a decent gain. Third down, Fred with blocker from Eric, runs for a decent gain, getting him to the 12-yard line. Last down, Fred on 4 rush, throws it up, picked off by Christian, giving it back to 99 Problems. I like Christian. He left Wolverines. to come to 99. And this is why. He makes plays. He's with a team with a lot of help and makes Fred pay for throwing it up. Great pick by Christian.
I think he was enticed by, 99's play and the fact that they have a solid team with a quarterback that can get him the ball and to motivate him to play in defense, because Christian's a two-way player. He ended up leaving Wolverines from last season to join this 99 team. He figures that he can be one of the pieces that they need to get them back to the
he's an all-star.
So this is something that I don't mind him doing as long as he's able to contribute, and he's showing early that he can.
Second down, Casey sacked by Smoke. Yes, this is what they need. Smoke is here to make plays, gets Casey on the sack, big sack by Smoke. Third down, Casey with blitz by Chino. With nice blocking by Book, Casey throws to Ghostface on the sideline for a nice game, picking up a first down. Ghostface, who left FOE, FOE merged with 99.
Yeah.
He was an all-star last year, and showing his ability to make catches, good catch by him there. Second down, Casey throws a Dito in the middle for a decent game. That is Casey's son. Grind time opens up next week, which is this week, so he decided to give this team some help because it wouldn't lock him in on the roster. I'm pretty sure he's playing with grind time, but you never know in this league.
Yeah.
But, he's giving them help this game and makes a catch there. Fourth down, Casey blitz by Just, throws it up incomplete, turnover on downs. They're not able to take advantage of the interception, and they give it right back to them.
And that's because they weren't able to chop up the field the way that they normally do. Casey is known to get bigger chunks down the field than he does in this drive right here. Is it Never Scared's defense? I don't think so. I just think that they're not playing to the level that they usually do, and because of that, they're not getting far enough that they have to punt.
Second down, Fred throws it to Ouija, open on the sideline. That's going to be dropped. Never Scared has to punt on this drive. They threw a pick the first one. They have to punt second one. That doesn't look good for a team that's known for scoring points. They're not scoring right now.
And Ouija cannot afford to drop passes like this. They need him as a piece for their offense. This is what he's here for. You cannot drop passes like that because that hurts your offense and kills the momentum, and it leads them to punt here.
Second down, Casey throws a Twan in the gap for a nice gain, getting him to the 48-yard line. After getting the first down, Casey with two passes to Bop for a decent gain. I like Bop, a.k.a. Taylor. That guy is a nice. His problem has always been staying healthy. He cannot stay healthy. But when he's on the field healthy, he makes catches. He's a good guy in the slot. Good play by him. Nice pickup from them bringing him over here. Last down, Casey's blitz and sacked by Just. Turnover on downs. If you look here, Just gets through Book and Ghostface. Book is supposed to be a top blocker. The guy made the All-Star game last year. This doesn't look like an all-star. That sack has to go on him. He got beat, and it was a big sack.
He was out of position on this play, and he's also beat by Just speed. Just as fast than Book.
Yep.
So Book has to get in better position to stop his movement. He doesn't do that. Just able to battle right around him, get through two blockers, and get the sack. What a way for him to step up on defense.
Fred throws a Julio in the gap who runs for a nice game, picking up the first down. I killed Julio last year. I killed him last week for a big drop. He looking to redeem himself, makes a great catch here, getting the first down, 10 seconds left. Fred with blocker from Eric, throws deep to Sean in the gap. Almost picked up by Christian. Sean doesn't go for the ball. And you can't be his Antonio Brown if you're not trying to break on this ball. Big mistake by Sean. Last play before half, Fred throws it up, picked off by Ghostface, taking us into the half, 0-0.
And this is shocking because Sean is known to be their definite go-to guy. It seems like he got spoiled by having easy passes thrown to him, especially that one last week. This one, you have to earn it. You have to go up and get it. He doesn't do that. He waits for it. Christian steps up, and he's able to knock the ball away. And that's unfortunate because, again, that could have put them ahead in this game. That's momentum lost for Never Scared.
99 didn't score. They're not a high-power scoring team. I am concerned that they got stopped twice, big sack, on them. But they're not known for scoring a lot of points. That's not Casey's game. He's going to chop up the field, kill the clock, and finally score and take a lead. So I'm not too concerned. I like the fact that we are shutting Fred down. Fred had the ball 3 times, threw 2 picks, and had to punt. I like that. That's what a defense is supposed to do against a guy who threw 19 touchdown passes last year. I'm proud of this defense. We just got to keep it going in the second half and try to put this one away. Casey on first down throws deep to Spider, overthrown, picked off by Boyd, giving it back to Never Scared. And you cannot make this mistake if you're Casey. One thing Casey doesn't usually do is throw interceptions. But when he tries to be something he's not, that's when he makes a mistake. You cannot throw a bomb on first down and throw a pick. It's first down in a 0-0 game. This is the problem with Casey. This is probably why they wanted to go with Shannon, because Shannon can use his feet to get him out of trouble. Casey's not that type of runner, so he makes mistakes sometimes when he tries to overcompensate, and he doesn't hit big interception.
And the thing about it is Boyd is at the right place at the right time, playing defense, able to read the ball and be there for the interception. He was thinking about quitting last week.
Yep.
He ends up staying with the team and immediately starts contributing again for this team. And you need to watch out for this guy because he's an extra weapon that Never Scared has.
Never Scared doesn't do nothing the next drive bigger than a punt and giving it right back to 99. With blocking from Book, Casey throws a pass to Christian in the gap. Nice game, first down. Christian just get past Boyd at the last second. This is why they went out and got him. The guy can make plays on both sides of the ball. He was on an undermanned Wolverines team, decided to, he was the best player on that team. Decided to want to take a chance to win a championship. He goes to 99. He's impacting the team right away. Second down, Casey finds Bop open in the middle of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, neither Sean or Boyd react to him, and Bop makes him play. I like this guy, Bop, aka Teo, makes a great play here in case he finds him.
And the thing here with these two, with Boyd and Sean, they gotta communicate. I know one of them saw that Bop was open here, but none of them communicate, none of them step forward, and because of that, they only can watch as Bop catches the pass for the touchdown.
Spidey gets a 2-point conversion right now. It's 8-0 99. Fred gets blitzed by Casey, blocked by Eric. Casey throws to Julian wide open in the gap for a big game first down. If you look here, Ghostface was guarding nobody. Definitely big play by Fred.
But one thing I gotta say is, Fred was blitzed by Casey?
Yeah, they're
Like,
undermanned today. So
the funny thing is, I get that you're undermanned, but this is the wrong person you send on the blitz.
Sure.
You're sending them against Eric. You're
That's
trying to
your
get your quarterback hurt
Yeah.
up there? Listen, Eric is known to knock guys out of his way.
Yeah.
And you're sending Casey through him? That's not happening. And because of that, that extra time leaves Julian, right?
yeah.
That extra time leaves Julian wide open in the middle for a big play there.
And it's good to see Julian back in the UFL making big plays. Big play by Julian there. Next down, with blocking from Eric, Fred runs on the sideline for a decent game. Third down, Fred on 4 rush, throws the rah-rah in the back of the end zone, high, incomplete. Book is flagged for hands to the face, replay it down. What do you think of this call?
I think that this was a merited call, but I don't think that it was intentional.
Right,
at
I don't
all.
think it's
If you
intentional.
look at this play right here, as Book is trying to go in, he does extend his hands, and it does hit Eric to the face, probably the neck area right here. The thing about it is, as Eric goes to brace himself for the block, he does go down a little bit. That's a natural reaction for a blocker, so that's gonna happen. Unfortunately, you gotta protect the player, because that's what he's doing.
It's like an NFL hand to
Yes,
the face.
so again, regardless if it's intentional or not, even if he's going down to brace for the block, if you touch him in the face, that is an immediate flag, and that's exactly what happened.
Fred on 4 rush finds J.O. cutting in the front of the end zone for the touchdown. J.O. gets the extra point, 8-8. But if you look here, Christian and Ghostface let him go. Nobody pick him up, and that's the game is right back tied.
And the worst player that you leave alone is the player that scores a touchdown.
Yep.
This is the guy that leads his team in touchdowns right now. Not Sean this year, it's J.O. And you leave him. They both put a body on him. First of all, they were flirting with a flag because I think that they were kind of in the end zone.
Right.
But listen, fine. They put a body on him, but then they let him go, both of them. It's like one of them was waiting for the other to pick him up. None of them do, leaving J.O. wide open.
After a first down, Casey's blitzed by Rico. Throws a Twan in the gap. High, picked off by Sean. Never Scared gets the ball back. And this is the second interception in this game that we've seen Casey throw. This is the second interception Casey's thrown. It seems like when he tries to go downfield, a little out of his comfort zone, he makes this mistake. This is off target. Sean with the big interception, but that's a bad throw by Casey.
Casey, listen, again, you may argue about him being out of his element. I'm fine with him taking shots downfield, but you got to be accurate. If you know that you're not accurate consistently on passes like that, then you shouldn't be taking them. I know you have to stretch the field, but it's not working out right now. Somebody has to step up to be a better target to give you an easier throw out there because it's not working right now.
After a run by Fred, it's going to take us to last down. Fred throws to Sean in the gap. Sean never has control of the ball. Knocked away by Casey. Turnover on downs. Whose fault is this?
I can't necessarily say that it's Sean's fault, but again, the pass is thrown to you, you got to make sure you catch it. Full hands, full control. He doesn't do that. But shout out to KC because he's there at the right time, at the right moment to make a play, adding the contact and knocking the ball out his hands. They get this first down. They have an opportunity to put this game away if they continue to drive. KC with a big defensive play to end their drive here.
Last play before at the last play of the game, remember it's 8-8. KC throws it up, tip picked off by Jody, ending the regulation of the game, taking us into overtime. KC's third pick of the day. I noticed when he was just throwing up, but at the end of the day, it's still 3 interceptions he's thrown this game.
Listen, the fact that he threw 2 interceptions that he didn't need to earlier kind of hurt his numbers here. Even though this one shouldn't really it shouldn't kill him much, the fact that he's thrown 3 just shows that he hasn't had the best game out there today.
We're gonna jump into overtime. Both teams get one shot from the 50-yard line, no blitz, 1 timeout. Never Scared gets the ball first. Second down, Fred throws to Julia, open in the middle for a nice game. If you look here, Christian and Twan at safeties don't react. Christian is not playing well at safety. And Twan doesn't look comfortable. Twan was up there for interceptions last year, 1 rookie of the year, and right now he looks lost. He doesn't look like he's able to break to the ball. He's not able to cheat like we saw him do last year, and you got to say that that's because Christian's there. These guys never played together, and Julian and Fred make them pay for it here.
And I like the fact that Julian out the gate is making things happen for this team as he returns to the UFL. Great way for him to contribute for this team, even in overtime, keeping drive going in this game.
Third down, Fred with blocker from Eric. Those to jail, opening the gap for a decent game. That's going to take us a 4th and goal. Fred finds Boyd, cutting in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. J.O. drops the extra point, but that's going to take us 14-8, Never Scared. If you look here, Heck gets beat by Boyd cutting inside. 99 is playing man. Nobody picks him up, and Boyd is able to score. Boyd is the same guy that was going to quit. He stays with the team and gets a pick and gets the leading touchdown. Great play by him.
And the thing about this play here, first of all, they're too close to the goal line for them to decide to go man here because, again, you get beat on one route, you're not getting any help. That's exactly what happened to Heck in this play right here. He goes after Boyd. The funny thing is he's outsized by Boyd anyway, so even if he's there, it's a hard sell for him to make a stop here. He cuts back he cuts behind in the back of the end zone. Nobody picks him up. That's a great throw by Fred, throwing through traffic and gets to where only Boyd can get it. Great way to score in overtime right here.
Casey gets the ball. 99 gets the ball. Remember, it's 14-8. Casey with 2 short passes the book to get them to the 25-yard line. But if you look at this play, his own son, Dito, was open. Book is a blocker. This is not what he does. He's slow. He's not a blocker. He's not a receiver. He's not a G that can go out. He's not a Ricky that can go out. That's not what he does. He's too slow to get any more yards. Bad play by Casey. That's going to take us a 4th down. Last play of the game, Casey with blocking by Book, throws it to Christian in the back of the end zone, knocked away by Just, ending the game, Never Scared, 14-8, wins in overtime. Now, before you talk, let me jump on this. First of all, terrible play calling by Casey in overtime. Terrible against a guy who comes up with good plays, a guy who's known for chopping up the field. You call some plays, and 2 of them was to go to Book on short dump offs. If you look, they ran the same play twice. If you look here, his own son is wide. Look in the middle. Is he fast? No. But the guy's open. He came in to help you. You got to make this throw. And he doesn't. He throws the Book twice. And in the last play of the game, Christian is open. You got to come back for this ball. The guy came to this team to help them win. He looked lost defensively at times. He made a few plays here and there, but the big money plays he did not make. And this one is the one he could have came up and made a better play. He sat there and waited in the back of the end zone. It's different when you do this on the Wolverines. The Wolverines was a building team. This is the 99 team that had the best record in the East, was tied for the #1 record in the East last year, and the year before went to a championship. He got to come here and make plays, and he made Casey made a crucial mistake on this drive, make you wonder, maybe they should go to Shannon. And then Christian, the guy they picked up, had Twan looking like he's never played here before. This is a former rookie of the year, looked lost. We didn't hear him named defensively. and then he doesn't come up for this play. Those are the two guys that kind of made mistakes this game. Casey threw 3 interceptions this game. Casey had the ball, including overtime, 7 times. They scored once. He threw 3 interceptions. That is not the look when you're trying to be the starting quarterback of this team and show that they should go to you. He looked terrible today, and I'm disappointed in this play because I don't care if you're short staff, you can't have the ball 7 times and score once and throw 3 interceptions.
Now, I have a few things to say, and I'm kind of going to disagree with you on some of them. First of all, with this play with Christian, it's ironic that he doesn't step up to this play when he was able to make a play on defense on Sean, who doesn't step up the same way. So you should be aware of a play like this on offense. He doesn't step up, and that gives just the ability to knock the ball away. So that's irony right there, staring you in the face, and you don't see it. That's one. 2, I disagree with you on the whole thing about KC. You know, that he had the ball 7 times and only scored once. The man, in his overall average in the league, only averages about 2 touchdowns per game. So all he's going to score is 1 more touchdown. He scored 1 less. So again, he scored 1 less. He should score more, yes, but do I see him scoring 3 touchdowns? 4? Not consistently. So that's unrealistic for KC anyway. They're short staff. Maybe that was why he wasn't able to find certain guys or whatever, open up the field a lot better. Maybe he needs Shannon out there to help stretch the field. There's a lot that he didn't have in this game. That's 1. That's 2. 3, it seems like you're trying to cause some controversy with you bringing up, that maybe that's why that they should have went with Shannon. These are words that you're using, that they should have went with Shannon. Not if, maybe they should be thinking about it. No, you're saying that maybe they should have went with Shannon. Are you trying to start something?
In the offseason, when we got the word that KC was being moved to the bench or cut, however you want to say, and the Shannon was going to start,
okay,
I was the one that defended him. I was the one that went in. I was the one that gave him his number.
So you're a turncoat now.
You can't throw 3 interceptions. You can't.
True.
You're supposed to milk the clock. You had the ball 7 times. 7. Fred scored 2 touchdowns. That is it. Your defense was able to pick Fred up twice. Your defense was able to slow down the number 2 offense in the league last year, making Fred punt twice. 99 didn't punt this game. That means they had opportunities to score. You can't only score 1 touchdown and throw 3 interceptions. And he threw, on the second half, he threw 1, scored, and then threw another 2. 1 was a toss-up, so we're not going to kill him for that. That's too many turnovers. You started the first half, you got stopped twice. You got stopped 3 times in a row. Then you score your first touchdown, and then you get stopped 3 more times in a row. Be who you are. This was your opportunity to show against one of the worst defenses last year. They were terrible last year. They gave up double digits every game last year. They gave up 22 points to Harvard Humans last week. And now you only score 8? And you want me to sit down and say, it's this, it's that? Numbers are numbers. Numbers are numbers. There's no way Casey only scores 1 touchdown against this team. Did this team help him? No. But let me sum it up all up for you. The last drive, you throw 2 passes to Book. How many catches Book had last year? Your own son is open in the middle, and you overlook him to throw the Book? Book. No. Stop.
Okay.
Please.
So, you think that this is enough to make you question if he should be the starter?
No, Casey should be the starter.
Okay.
But he needs to look over his shoulder.
Okay.
Because one thing I know about David, he does not have a problem with pulling the trigger and putting him on the bench. Casey's playing for a spot every game. He didn't go through that last year. But once you announce Shannon as a starter, and then whatever happened amongst them, Casey becomes a starter, but Shannon didn't come this game. So we don't know if that was the reason. We will see next week. But bottom line, if Casey does start, every game he plays like this, you're going to have some rumbles on the sideline saying, maybe Shannon should start.
All right.
And Casey's giving people the reason to think that. But we're just going to have to see what happens next week. Well, we're going to wrap up this game. Never Scared beats 99, 14-8. As Fred is able to put away the game, playing one of his worst games of the season, but he puts it away in overtime to give them the win. And right now, Never Scared is 2-0. Great show. A lot of drama. Basically, like I said, Hood signs with Team X, leaves Uptown's Finest to go to Team X to become the starter. Akon is staying with IOD. He's going to play, help them try to defend their title. We're going to have to see. It's going to be definitely an interesting season. You can say that. This week, Team X opens up. Browns open up. LES opens up. Grind Time opens up. So we're going to have everybody on the board this week. It's UFL time. I hope y'all guys ready. So we're going to wrap this up. On behalf of Real Tough Talk, I'm Stephen J. My partner Ghost. We're going to see y'all guys next week on Real Tough Talk. We out here.